This is Mystic Oracle Mary, and welcome to my timeless oracle reading or whenever you watch this, okay? If you're watching this live, thank you so much also for your support. And if you're not, then that's okay too. Thank you for watching it as well. So let's get started, okay? Esitoma sadgamaya Dhammasoma Jyotirgamaya Rityurmanritangamaya Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hope you all are having a really good weekend or whenever you watch this. So before we get started, I'm going to let you know, especially if you are new, what goes on in these lives, okay? So I'll be doing, let's see, how many questions for the collective? That means for everybody. 10 questions, okay? So this is all about yin and yang, the opposites. So there's going to be many different questions, okay? Work, money, love, and beyond that, okay? So this is a timeless oracle reading, so whenever you watch this, it is the best time. It's also going to be a pick a card reading, so just know which one you want to pick, okay? And I always let people know it's whatever you feel, okay? If you get trapped up in your head about it, then you're not feeling it, so that's should trigger you to rebalance, okay? Because this is supposed to help you, not put you in a mental prison, okay? Now, there'll be timestamps down below in the description box, also in the comment area. So please give me 5-10 minutes after this live is done, and you'll see it down there, okay? Also, don't forget that there's other timeless oracle readings on my channel. Check it out, subscribe, and you'll get to see more stuff, more content, okay? Now I'm going to let you know what 10 questions are going to go down in this live and see if it's right for you, okay? So, like I said, it's a pick a card reading for each one of these 10 questions, okay? So the first question is, how can the viewers walk away from not having fun in their life? Number 2 is, how can the viewers walk away from desperation? Number 3 is about giving you an update on the process of the viewer's unemployment. Number 4 is an update on the process of the viewers in regards to your romantic relationship, if you're trying to find one, singles, and your self-care regimen. Number 5 is about what's on the other side of life when the viewers break free from their limitations. So it can give you some empowerment, optimism, forward movement, okay? Number 6 is, how can the viewers let go, the need of letting go and moving on to have blessings come in. And I'll be letting you know what kind of blessings are going to be coming in when you move forward and let go of whatever it is in the past, okay? So number 7 is, how can the viewers heal having low energy and lack of purpose? Number 8 is an update on the process of the viewers in regards to their spiritual evolution. Number 9 is an update about your plans, whatever those are pretty much about, and that'll be a pick a card reading. Number 10, the final question will be about an update on your wish fulfillment. If you wanted to know in regards to your wish fulfillment about money and career, your romantic relationship, and then the third one is all areas of your life. So you'll have fun with that. Ashley Nato, shout out to you. Thank you for subscribing. I greatly appreciate it. So there's your shout out. Big hugs. Thank you for joining me. And I want to say also hi to everybody in the chat and who are viewing me. Greatly appreciate your guys' time because it's precious like mine and everybody else's. So thank you. Okay. So without further ado, in order for you to book a private reading, you can go to my link down in the description box or in the live chat to book your own private reading. It can be a 1 question or a 20-minute reading, 3 questions. It's up to you and what you want to do. If you're like, nah, I'm okay, I'll just watch this, you can have it in the background on whatever you're doing. You know, I love doing that too, is having my favorite things in the background while I'm listening, doing whatever it is, like whether it's drawing or drinking some water, drinking some tea, coffee, stuff like that. Whatever works for you, okay? So let's do the first question, okay? And that is, I'm going to be doing collective readings. That means for every single one of you, okay? So let's ask the first question. Now this first question is going to be a pick a card reading, so pick 1 or 2, okay? So how can the viewers walk away from not having fun in their life whenever they watch this? Thank you. Wondrous universe is pick 1. I'm going to clarify it with the key card, and that will be pick 2. Clarify wondrous universe. Pick 2 is oblivion, open your arms. Okay. So you can pick 1 or 2, because the first pick, I'm going to give you your extended message to wondrous universe. So that way you can start having fun. This is all about your perspective with pick number 1. So we're going to enhance your perspective on things. It's like getting your own like new sunglasses, and I'm here going, here's something much clearer, something your style, and it's an upgrade from that other perspective that you had, okay? That's the best example I can give you. So pick number 1, here is your message in order to walk away from not having fun in your life, okay? So you live in a beautiful and wondrous universe, viewers. You are a beautiful being, so take time to see and cherish the wonders of life wherever you go. It transforms your life. Now there is a remarkable beauty within you, viewers. Simply acknowledging it allows it to surface even more. So the time you take to create beauty in your life, viewers, it will manifest in your life, okay? In native traditions, walking in beauty means to honor the natural cycles of life and to experience a sacred communion with the Creator in all things, including yourself. You may want to look into the Navajo. They also do a ritual that they're talking about with your extended message about walking in beauty, okay? That's for pick number 1. Now pick number 2 is oblivion, open your arms. Now I'm going to give you an extended message and also a gift for pick number 2, okay? Number 20. So here's your extended message first. Are you blind, viewers, to the gifts around you? Do you tend to cut your nose off to spite your face? No. There is something beautiful and useful in dark reflection and sorrowful emotions, but these same emotions turn ugly when they rot and fester to become self-pity and martyrdom. So the flowers in this card are waiting for you when you are ready, viewers, but do not let them die. Do not let everyone know what is going on in your head. It's time to keep up appearances. Now, there is a great beauty and gifts around you, viewers, but you are turning your back to them. So be brave and rise above the section of self-pity and avoid wallowing in self-indulgent sorrow, okay? You have inflicted enough self-suffering, viewers. Now, the girl in this card stands in a pool of water. Her emotions are physically manifesting, viewers. The water is a reflection of the moonlight, but it grows stagnant. It needs to swirl and move. Now her arms are folded in resistance. She is blocking the peace and fulfillment that she is yearning for, and yet feels that she must deny herself. The petals are starting to fall away, to fly away in the wind. But do not miss your opportunity, viewers, because you are wallowing and feeling sorry for yourself. Open your arms, viewers, and receive the gifts that are waiting for you. Turn your face to the sun and let the shadows fall behind you, okay? This is about connecting with your spiritual process, okay? Whatever your belief system is, okay? So here is your gift, pick number 2. It is called Face the Sun, okay? Wake just before the sunrise and light a candle to guide the sun into the sky. As you stand ready to see it rise, the sunrise. Receive this light into your own shadows. As the sun warms your face, viewers, know that it is time for you to emerge from the dark and to see all the wonderful things around you just waiting for your acknowledgement. Like the sun is rising at the right time. And if it wasn't for that sun, we would be cold and not living anymore. That's how crucial it is to have the sun, to have oxygen. Even you are the blessing, and you're needing to see that. So when the sun has elevated over the horizon, snuff the flame and keep the candle. Light it every morning, viewers, until the next full moon to keep the sun guiding you into your life's next journey, okay? This is a reminder that you are a blessing and things are working in time that we should be blessed that it is happening. This is getting you out of your depression, sadness, and really realizing that it's a blessing that you're alive. And I'm grateful that you're alive as well, okay? So big hugs. Really hope that helps for pick number 2. So let's move on to number 2. Okay. I have some questions in the chat. You have to find them online. I especially found them in different Native American cultures, different websites and stuff like that. So what you get drawn into is, I feel, is what works for you. So I was always drawn for helping the underdog, helping people that are different religions and cultures and spiritualities. Also helping anybody who is going through any problems, especially physically, mentally, handicapped, emotionally too as well. I've been doing this for quite a long time in just different genres, and this was the last genre that I felt that will work for me to work with anybody and any culture, any religion, you get what I mean? So if you're ever trying to look for any oracle tarot card, do what feels secure to you, because I've talked to so many different tarot readers and they got into tarot and it totally freaked them out, and rightfully so, because they didn't even know it's like it put them in their shadow side where it was making them very off balance and everything. So when they finally got out of it, it was a blessing in disguise for themselves, because they just had to learn from an experience of doing something different. And that is not getting caught up in a mental prison, because some people can make themselves go crazy using different tools that doesn't go with their spiritual process. You get what I mean? It's same with if you're Catholic or Christian. If a priest goes in there and not knowing how to do the body and blood of Christ, he's going to be totally messing up the ritual that he was supposed to do for his congregation or even for himself. So he would have to go through a process of initiation and practice in order to do his rituals right, so it didn't throw him or his congregation off balance. So you see this with Catholic, Christian, and other different religions, where they perform so many different rituals in order to heal themselves and heal the people around them. And I've always saw in every single one of these practices, there's a lot of people that respect each other and their spiritual process, and I've seen also a group that doesn't. Me, I respect every kind of religion and spirituality, because I never look above or below them. I don't think they're more or less, is what I'm trying to say, okay? So saying hi to everybody in the chat as well. So thank you guys for joining me, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as well. So let's go into number 2, and we're going to need the warrior deck. Shuffle this 3 times. Okay, this is another pick a card reading for number 2. You can pick 1 or 2. Here we go. How can the viewers walk away from desperation whenever they watch this? Cute. You got Mandala of the Moon, 35 for your first pick. And please clarify Mandala of the Moon. Cute. Pick 2, you got Communication is Key, New Moon, in Gemini. All right. So for pick number 1, I'll be giving you a gift. And before I give you a gift, I'll give you a little message of what is it all about, okay? So that way you know a little bit more about your gift that I'll be giving you. For pick number 1, 35. Here's your first message, pick number 1. I, the Lunar Mother, bring you the Mandala of the Moon. To manifest through the law of magnetic attraction, my mandala is the sacred portal through which your dreams, intentions, and visions shall pass into the wholeness of being. From the realm of inspiration into the world of form on earth. Now, there is no need for doubt or concern, viewers, for even the appearance of delay signifies that the divine feminine mystery is at work, which with timing, unfolding accordingly to a higher loving wisdom. Trust that what is falling away is meant to be. Whence you have faith in new divine works being born. Okay, so here is my gift. So that way, this helps you manifest what you want, but letting go of that desperation. So here is that process. And you'll know, pick number 1, if you feel like doing this at all, because you'll feel it, okay? So please say aloud, viewers that want to do this. I honor the creative magnetism and loving power of attraction within me that calls into my life all good things, for all good purpose. What is not meant for me, I release with trust. And what is intended for me, I embrace with joy. I have been given the freedom, the free will to create whatever I choose, with the understanding that spiritual responsibility for all my creations rests with me. I ask the unconditionally loving and merciful Divine Mother to guide me from the heart, that all my creations bring her pleasure and fulfill my soul. With gratitude, so be it. 3 breaths in and out. Now, viewers, you can now express your heartfelt desires to the Divine Mother. Please speak to her with a loving guide, mother, as a loving guide and mother and friend, telling her what it is that your soul yearns for, and knowing that she hears you with love. What you speak is coming as a prayer. So don't be hesitant. Give yourself permission to be authentic and free with your expression. Now gaze softly at the mandala depicted in the center of the oracle card. Gently note the circular outer form and the decoration square configuration in the center. Relax, viewers. You're gaining healing from the Divine Mother as you do this. Let your gaze dwell upon the moon and her cycles and the sacred feminine figure and serene, in the serene and joyfully acceptance. Rest, viewers, and you have completed your process. And that is for the first pick. Thank you guys for joining me with that, for those who wanted to do that. Now this is the second pick and how you can walk away from desperation. It is communication is key, new moon in Gemini. So I'm going to give you those extended messages, viewers, for pick number 2. New moon in Gemini. So here is your first message. And we're to walk away from desperation. Write a list of all the people you love the most, viewers, and see if you are prioritizing them, okay? Next message, time to tell someone how you feel, and you'll just know who that is. For some of you, it's that love interest, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Next message, don't be all in your head and not be in your heart. Next message, someone is flirting with you. Last message, read more books. What I got channeled in, something exciting. Something that puts you on an adventure and gets you to be creative again. You know, like we used to have those adventures when we were kids. And if you didn't have one, man, it's time to have an adventure through a book or even watch, see if there's a Goonies book too. Probably a comic book because I've seen that there were comic books like that. So that's your guys' reading. That is the second pick a card reading. Now we're going to be able to go. Just want to say shout out to everybody who's joined me and talking in the chat. Okay, so we're going to need the energy deck for this. Third one. Saw something in the chat and made me go, Someone wrote, I'm God and my twin flame is the devil. I'm so sorry. Break free from the twin flame stuff because the twin flame stuff, there's been a huge documentary about that, and it's a crazy cult. And I also publish different cult documentaries in one of my playlists if you ever want to check those things out. I also do other documentaries too of different cultures, different practices of spirituality as well. But that big one of Twin Flame, there was a huge documentary and how it screwed a lot of people's life up because this couple just thought to start scamming people. It was so sad when I saw that and then did some more research on it. This is why I don't do stupid shit like that, to be very blunt and very direct towards you guys. I mean, I learn from different cultures and I do what I feel is that will help heal people and that's why it's so diverse because there's not one healing process that just heals everybody, you know. It takes creativity and different traditional healing that does help, and also non-traditional healing. Okay, like even going to the doctor and stuff like that. You know, that doesn't do spirituality. Even though, funny thing is that scientists back in the 1800s did mix in religion into their scientist kind of point of view. But don't say that to a doctor. Some of them are not religious at all. And it doesn't make them more or less. Everybody has a right to choose their spiritual path, you know. All right, third question. And this is a pick a card reading. You can pick one or two. Oh my God, no, I didn't. But I bet you smelled it. Someone put in my chat, I just farted. Did you smell it? No, I didn't. But I bet you did. And I have a feeling you might tell me what it smells like too, you goofball. All right, so question number 3. Give me an update on the process of the viewers' unemployment whenever they watch this. Thank you. Happy family. Strategy. Door to value. All right. Clarify. We're going to clarify strategy because this is in your advice position. Clarify strategy, please. Thank you. Anxiety. Journey. All right. So people who picked number 1 for your update to your unemployment, Looks good here. You're going to have some contracts coming your way. And so you're needing to learn and teach yourself, okay, how to enjoy the journey before you find out that you're going to have a job here, okay? You're going to have employment. You're just needing to learn how to upgrade your emotional stability. So how do you do that? Well, you ask yourself what makes you happy. Rest and rejuvenation, meditation. You just know what makes you feel good, okay? If you need some meditation, you can go to Sadhguru's app. You can find some meditation on my playlist. It's all free, okay? But you don't have a bad outcome because you get door to value. That means things are going to come up where you're going to have multiple jobs coming in, different contracts. So choose what makes you feel secure, okay? That you know that you can go to that job every single day being happy that you got this job and you're progressing forward. Not a job where you're like, Now, if you have to do that kind of job, you don't want because it's a stepping stone to another job you're waiting on, then take it, okay? But if you know it's going to conflict with you waiting for that other job and then settling, don't settle, okay? Because I don't get a settling thing. I'm getting that you're going to pick the one that you feel happy about, okay? Because when you do, there's going to be a lot more opportunities with this new job that's coming in where you're going to be, you'll get raises, you'll get promotions, that kind of thing, okay? So that is for pick number 1. Not bad, not bad. Pick number 1. Now let's move on to pick number 2. Pick number 2. Please give me an update on the process of the viewer's unemployment for pick number 2 whenever they pick number 2. Thank you. We got the 9th house, Pluto, the 8th house. We're going to stop right there. So it looks like to me pick number 2, there is going to be a major change here because you're going to have a call that comes in that's an employer that wants to give you a job. You're going to even talk to friends and family that's going to direct you to a job that that you should apply for, and that's the one that's going to come in. What's going to be the struggle here is a power struggle that's going to happen with inside you because you're going to want to need to control it, obsess over it. And so part of this experience of why this is happening is for you to restabilize in what's going on with inside you so you can transform your own emotional stability, okay? By using what it is, your spiritual values, okay? What got channeled in, this is like a traveling kind of job. And this is going to bring major change and personal power back to you, okay? So you're going to learn how to stabilize yourself emotionally throughout all this. So you can gain an upgrade here. So you can feel secure when you start that job and progressing forward. This is making you have faith again and balance again in your emotions, okay? So that is your messages for pick number 2. So yes, a major change is coming in regards to your you getting a job. You'll get that call, okay? Now it's time to transform your emotional stability, okay? So heads up with that for pick number 2. All right. That was for the unemployment people. Number 4. Oh, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, please, and thank you. It really helps other people to watch this. The analytics will go up, and you're helping out my channel and everybody else too as well. So I greatly appreciate you guys as well doing that. All right, number 5, I'm going to need the energy oracle. This is not a pick a card question, okay? It's a regular question. Number 5, what's on the other side of life when the viewers break free from their limitations whenever they watch this? Cue. Magician in the mirror. Woman holding a heart. Adjacent possibilities. Woo! Blossoming abundance. And angel of love. I'm going to do one more card. Community. So, what's on the other side when you break free from your limitations? Well, you have your personal power. You know how you're going to be able to manifest and balance. You have your emotional stability and good standing with your friends and family. You're going to be looking into other opportunities around you that's going to be coming around. And all areas of your life is going to be blossoming because of the fact that you're going to be, you know how to do a little at a time in each area of your life where you're not feeling overwhelmed. And your bond is going to grow deeply with the people around you. Your advice here is to nurture those bonds around you. To not be hesitant and hold back, because these are your people, the people that you connect with, your kindred spirits, like the kindred, your homies. I'm trying to find some other words to say. Your homies, your friends, the very people around you, even though they are strangers to you, they're like, when you talk with them, they're just as goofy, just as funny, just as, open as you are, okay? That's in your advice to keep on moving it forward, is to not shut down, to keep on being open, okay? Because the more you do, the more you'll be directed to people that want a deep relationship with you, whether it's romantic or not, I get, okay? So that's what happens on the other side when you start removing any blockage or limitations, okay? Someone laughed and Elvis Presley laughed, LOL, because he read the chat. Oh my God. And you're here listening to it. Thank you for being on my channel. Because, yeah, there's 17,000 women shuffling cards and yapping on nonsense on YouTube lately. And yet you love to state that on my channel. Thank you. We can all be smartasses sometimes, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I don't let people's comments bother me. I think it's funny. That was 𝐖ᴇʟᴄᴏᴍᴇ Inc. For someone who doesn't like listening to women shuffle cards and yap, you sure like finding their channel just to say stuff in order to feel happy and important. Yay. And you just made me laugh. So take care and go in peace, goofball. All right. Hi, John. Greetings to you from Texas. I'm in Ohio. Hopefully the weather's good in Texas there. All right. I know, right? I can't get mad at goofballs like that. They just want to see if they can get a rise, and I'm there like, no, thank you. Because I'm pretty known for being chilled and laid back. So when I see someone's going like doing that, I just look at them going, what's going on with you? Someone frustrated you? Just, I know what it was. She landed up slamming her toe, or that person landed up slamming their toe on the edge of the thing, and that's why they're pissed. I must find somebody on YouTube. Oh, where's the next oracle reader? Oh, her. Because I want to take out because I slammed my toe in the edge of something, and man, do I want to piss off somebody because I'm pissed off. And I'm thinking, like, don't slam your toe again and take it out on people around you. Hi, Danielle. Glad you guys joined me. All right, so number 6 is a pick a card reading, okay? And we need the light deck for this for pick number 1. All right, so what do the viewers need to let go and move on to have blessings come in whenever they pick number 1 from this question? Thank you. We got ascension, move into your true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. And Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. You are safe, angels stand close, surrender your concerns, and allow a miracle to occur. This is for pick number 1. This is in order to help you move on, okay, and to let go, so that way blessings come in. Here's a more direct message for pick number 1. You're needing to use your spirituality, whatever that is, okay, in order to get through depression, and in order for you to understand the practical steps in order to reestablish practicality in your spirituality. So how's that look? Pick number 1. In order to let go and move on, you're needing to make a new routine, something better, something more secure, something to your self-care regimen, okay? We all need it in our journey. And if you weren't raised with it, then now you're upgrading yourself to have it, because we all need it in order to be balanced and being conscious in our journey. Okay? That means getting up every single day, making a routine of getting up, taking a shower, getting dressed, eating nice and balanced, exercise if you want to. It's what you feel your self-care regimen should be. But also using prayer, if that's part of your spiritual process, because prayer is a place where you establish your own space, where you can vent through your prayers and establish your intentions so that way you remain focused. It relieves stress and reestablish what you need to focus on. That's what prayers do. And it's very different in each spirituality or religion, okay? So choose what makes you feel secure. Pick number 1, okay? Because when you're venting, you're surrendering your fears. You're allowing it to filter out through your prayers, because some of us need to say it out loud going, I'm so freaking tired of having anxiety and worry about money coming in, if I'm ever going to have food or a roof over my head, stuff like that, or anything that really makes me comfortable anymore, because this economy sucks ass. Get what I mean? Yes, it's only hard if you don't give yourself time and space for it. It's only hard if you allow whatever it is to keep on blocking you from having that. And it's usually our own self-imposed boundaries. Self-care can be very easy. It's just we have to take full responsibility. And you got to admit, it's hard for most people to take full responsibility because we were conditioned in our own ways of how we should treat ourselves. Start remembering that how you treat yourself is how you're going to treat people around you. And if you're not taking good care of yourself, you're not good to yourself or no one. Someone wrote in the chat, Danielle, sometimes people close to us cause it to be that way. Then you need to remove yourself from them. Okay? It's okay to tell your child, the person around you, that you need some time for yourself. It's okay to be selfish. Curveball, it's not that kind of situation. You may want to go find a different channel that's talking about the P. Diddy stuff, okay? We're talking about something completely different here, okay? I don't know what you're saying, Scorpio, or Scorpion, okay? Okay, we got to move on. All right, pick number 2. If you pick number 2 to this, it is one of the moon cards, okay? So what do the viewers need to let go and move on to have blessings come in? They pick number 2 to this question. Your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. So I'll give you the extended message if you pick number 2. New moon in Capricorn. Here's your first message in order to help you let go and move on to have your blessings. So this is the first message. Make a proper plan and execute it well. So how do you do a plan? You get out a piece of paper, you write it in a journal, 5 key points of what you need to do in order to let go and move on. That means, first one, not hashing up the past anymore, doing a proper self-care regimen. If you start getting any kind of blockages coming your way, whether it's people, self-imposed boundaries you put a protocol of you coming back to this paper, this journal, and letting yourself know it's okay to remove those blocks. You're giving yourself full permission to be selfish so that way you get what you need in order to feel balance, okay? And be reasonable what that balance is, what you're doing to create that balance. I'm not saying drugs or alcohol, because that actually creates an imbalance. It's actually toxic to your system. For some of you that needed to know that, if some of you did, thank you for listening. And then create those other key points that you're going to need, okay? Stuff that you ask yourself what makes you happy. Because you'll be different in different phases of your life of what makes you happy. Be conscious, be reasonable with yourself. And what I'm saying about reasonable is showing that compassion and love, okay? Because if you don't show it with yourself, you're not going to be able to show it with others because you're having to fake something that's not going to last, that doesn't have a solid foundation. You know what I mean? Next thing, you need to be more disciplined to reach your goal here in order to move on and have those blessings come in, okay? Next message, hard work will make your dreams a reality. Next message, a very good omen for study and teaching. So this is a good way of learning and teaching yourself something new. So that way you're able to teach whoever around you that's in need of learning something new in order to rediscover and upgrade their life, okay? But rediscover who they are. Because this is what you're doing for yourself in order to have a drastic change. So you're not caught up in the past anymore and you're moving forward. Last message, don't be too controlling and avoid anyone who is controlling. Please and thank you, because it's your life. Now you're doing something new for yourself, so that way you see that change that you really want, okay? Because one thing I realized when I had to do something big like this, it was literally saying, okay, I got to do something new. Dang it, man. And that means clearing out all the old stuff in order to make way for the new. It's like spring cleaning, and you're like, am I really ready for this? And you got to be really, 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 really ready for this. Got tongue-tied. But you do. Got to be really ready for it. That means you got to be so tired of doing the same old, and still getting the same outcome. Because it's not like one of those video games that you can just shut off and then do something else. This is your life, you know? Now let's move on to number 7. Hi, everybody in the chat. Let's say I got, whoa, curveball. Curveball. Big hugs if you actually did. But you are saying a whole lot of stuff in my chat that I'm just like, you're throwing me for a curveball. Big hugs. I got to move forward, curveball. If you want a personal reading, all my information's on the top where you can do an actual personalized reading. But if you're going to throw all this stuff in my chat, because you, whatever it is of why you want to do it, I got to keep focusing what I need to do to help the collective, okay? Even people who have gotten molested have done the practical steps in order to grow through it, okay? So that is seeking out professionals, counselors, anybody is that's going to help you move forward, okay? If you're not doing anything to help yourself in order to move forward and you're just wanting to go and spout off different stuff in people's chats, well, because you want attention, you know, there's going to be people unlike me that's going to start getting after you by getting angry and then kicking you off their chat and their channel, okay? So you got to know that whatever you're trying to do here, it's not really helping you or anybody. You're just randomly asking different things, and you would confuse anybody. You confuse people in my chat too. And I'm there going, what's going on, curveball? Okay. If it keeps on going on in my chat, curveball, I'm going to have to hide you from my channel, meaning like, what's the word? It pretty much kicks you from talking in my chat, okay? But you'll be able to see everything that goes on without even being able to use the chat. So that's my warning to you, curveball. knock it off, please and thank you, or I'm going to have to put you in timeout, okay? Because I'm not going to get angry at anybody who's trolling my channel. I'll just put you in timeout and not even give you a warning sometimes. All right, so number 7, you're going to need the key deck. This is a pick a card reading. Oh, thank you, Danielle. All right, number 7. Pick 1 or 2, whatever you feel like it, okay? And what makes you feel secure. How can the viewers heal having low energy and lack of purpose if they pick number 1 from this question? Thank you. Honor your mystic creative force is pick number 1. Ooh, almost dropped it. There you go. I'm going to clarify for pick number 2. Please clarify. Honor your mystical creative force. Thank you. Child of light for pick number 2. So I'm going to give you gifts in these 2 ones. You pick whatever makes you feel secure, and I'll help you with the process by giving you your gift for pick number 1 first. This one's called, for pick number 1, in order for low energy and lack of purpose, it's called the knot and crochet magic, okay? So weave together strands of wool or cotton. I even get yarn too. Organic thread in colors of red, orange, and yellow. Use the skill that resonates with you. You can crochet, knit, or knot, okay? Or even braid it into your hair, okay? Bind these strands of your own hair into the weaving. Wear the blessings of fertility in the body, life, and soul. The orange, the red, and the yellow, okay? And that's my gift to you, pick number 1. Now, pick number 2 is Child of the Light, okay? Hello, everybody in the chat. Hello from Texas. Hey, another Mary. Glad you guys are here. 33. All right, pick number 2. Here's your process and your gift. So when you are ready, say the following invocation aloud. I affirm the light within me. I call for the true light of the divine to shine bright and clear, showing the way on earth. I am the light, and the light is within me. I trust my soul and the spiritual light within that guides me always. May the light in all hearts be stirred into awakening with unconditional love and grace. So be it. Now, viewers, you are encouraged to complete and ground this process with any light-affirming, joyful movements, such as dancing, holding hands in a prayer, opening your arms to the sky, or simply meditating on the light within for as long as you wish. Now, you may wish to sing or journal, say further prayers to create some art. Be with whatever affirms the truth of the light within for you in this moment. And you have completed your gift, the process. Hello, Scorpion. You know, even do a funny joke too, can affirm that light. I had a guy in the comment just earlier saying, I farted, can you smell it? Hopefully that guy, that made you guys laugh too. All right. So that was number 7. Let's move on to number 8. And number 8 is another pick a card reading, okay? From 1 to 3. So you can pick all of them, 2 of them, 1 of them. It's up to you. It's how you feel, okay? So let me get that set up, and you guys can have fun chatting in the chat. Don't be too cray-cray in the chat, please. Now just have fun, though. Let's see, planet. Give me an update on the process of the viewers in regards to their spiritual evolution with pick number 1. Please clarify the planet card right here. Please give me an update on the process of the viewers in regards to their spiritual evolution with pick number 2. Please give me an update on the process of the viewers in regards to their spiritual evolution for pick number 3. Thank you. All right. So viewers, if you are ready, you can pick 1, 2, or 3, or how many you want to, in order to know your own spiritual evolution. So pick number 1, we're going to start with you first. Your spiritual evolution and the process that you're going through is Venus, the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. This is also a card of harmony and wanting that harmony with others as well. So you're getting an evolution in all these things, okay? So that way you're able to have a strategy with your emotional stability and come into your power. We got strategy, the man holding the heart, and the magician in the mirror. This is a strategy of who you want to go towards. Pick number 1 in regards to romance, knowing your emotions and how your romantic feelings about them, being emotionally stable, and being able to manifest, going out on dates with them, your love interest. This is what's getting channeled in. So pick number 1. You're needing to know you're getting this evolution so that way you can finally work towards your desires, okay? And understand them so you're not wavering from them, because now it's your time to put forth that plan so you can finally go on dates with your love interest that you've been interested in, okay, for a while. All right, so that's your evolution. Woohoo! Now, pick number 2. Your evolution that's going on with inside you is your practicality, your money, your stability. Prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. Sweet. So I'm going to give you more messages to this, pick number 2. And your money is going to be going through an evolution is what got channeled in with this card too. So woohoo! Where is my book? There it is. New moon in Taurus. All right. So through your evolution, pick number 2, this is some good things to do. So that way you feel more comfortable in your own skin, okay? So get or give a massage, healthy body, healthy mind. Next message, you will soon be able to afford the thing you're dreaming of. Woohoo! Getting clear on what you value most will help you find peace, okay? Hint, hint, your emotional stability, okay? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Will get you through anything in life. Next thing is take some time out to pamper yourself. Last thing, start a standing order to a savings account, no matter how small. Okay, please and thank you. That's all you need to know. Pick number 2 about your spiritual evolution. Pick number 3. Here's your spiritual evolution. Ancestor spirits, white eagle, connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern is being healed now. And Master Buddha, increase awareness, deep connection, and trusting your inner voice. Well, I don't know about you. Knowing all that should make you excited. Okay, so here's a more direct message. You're getting healing on all different levels, including on the spiritual level, with inside you, that beautiful soul of yours. Well, guess what? Pick number 3. You're getting a healing so that way nothing from the past, I mean like stuff from childhood, the stupid spankings, the beatings, the trauma, whatever you went through, it's finally getting a healing. Okay, you're finally getting a healing with inside you so that way it can finally, when you keep on moving forward through this healing, you can be proud of yourself that no matter what you went through, it made you the beautiful being that you are today. Okay, that you don't feel guilty, you don't feel disgusted, you don't feel any of those things, but you feel proud of yourself that no matter what you went through, it made you the beautiful being that you are now, okay? And then it's also helping you, this spiritual evolution is helping you increase more awareness, trusting yourself. I'm not saying to trust everybody. I'm saying trusting you is what's going to matter, because you're going to realize through this increase awareness that you're going to trust yourself. Okay, one step at a time, that you're healing, and that that no one can ever be perfect in this world. You're going to get people that are going to be honest with you, and then you're going to get people that are dishonest, and that you're going to know how to handle the dishonest people in your life by saying, oh, you're not going to shake who I am. That you had a chance to be honest. See ya. Have a nice life. It was nice to experience a moment with you, but I don't have to keep on experiencing dishonesty with you anymore. Got it out. But this is what you're going through and how you're going to be evolutionizing your own self. Because the more you trust yourself, you're the more you're going to be able to be around people, because you're going to just know that you took full responsibility and handling how you react to things. Okay? You're going to feel at home and okay with yourself again. And that's something to celebrate. Okay? And everybody should celebrate that, no matter what evolution that goes on with you, because times are hard right now. People are going through changes. Our economy is all wonky. So we need those celebrations in order to feel balance again. When's the last time that we danced, we sung? Or was that really taken away from us? And did somebody really take that away? Or we just didn't have something to really celebrate? And I'm telling you right now, you should celebrate. Not having anxiety and worry, not having perfectionism, you get what I mean? Because that was so screwed uply instilled in our communities, where it would leave anybody confused of how to navigate that. You know what I mean? So that is for pick number 2. Sorry, pick number 3. See, we all mess up here and there, and it's not a big deal, you know? I do personalized readings, okay, on my channel. That link is down in the description box, and also I pinned it to the top of my live chat. So if you want to do that, please go to that and being able to order and book a reading. And it has my information, sending an email, and that I'll be able to get that receipt if you paid for a reading as well. Okay? Thank you guys for joining me, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now we're going to move on to number 9. Number 9 is another pick a card reading. Okay? Pick 1 or 2 or as many as you want. Okay? I'm going to need the energy oracle for this one. So this is about your plans. Okay? One second. All right, so let's set this up. I gotta move these other cards. And then I'll set up the next one. Shuffle this twice. All right, please give me an update on the process of the viewer's plans whenever they pick number 1. Thank you. All right. Please give me an update on the process of the viewer's plans. They pick number 2 on this question. Clarify this planet card. Thank you. All right, so if you want an update on your plans, whatever your plans are, pick 1 or 2, okay? And I say 1 or 2 because if you pick both, you're going to be so confused, okay? So 1 or 2. If you picked number 1, you picked the garden and the gate, hostilities, and the man holding the coin. All right, so you want an update to the progress of your plans, whatever they are. So your plans and how you can come out of your comfort zone. That's the situation. That's the plan, is what I'm getting for pick number one. Your plan is how can you come out of your comfort zone on whatever it is you're trying to come out of your comfort zone about. Your advice is hostilities. I'm not saying to get hostile here. No, your advice is to make sure you're not defensive, please and thank you. You're not hostile while you're coming out of your comfort zone. It's like you're not coming out of your comfort zone like a bat out of hell. You're coming out of your comfort zone like you're emerging in the world out of your cave, and you're like, little steps at a time, looking around. It's a sunny day. Woo! Yeah, things are looking pretty good here, and you take it one practical step at a time. Because when you do, it's like you're making those practical steps in order for you to be very grounded, okay? So this is like you're coming out of your comfort zone, whether it's with a love interest or not. You're taking it one step at a time. That's why hostile is there. But I'm going to clarify this, okay, in your advice position. For pick number one, please clarify hostilities. The temple path and strategy. All right, so for pick number one, again, you're just needing to make sure you have a strategy here, because you're going through a spiritual evolution while you're doing this. And you just need to make sure that you're not giving to any hostile energies around you while you're coming out of your comfort zone. I feel like it's with work. Whatever you do in work, okay? Not so much with love and all that. Okay, pick number one. So if you're wanting to divulge your ideas and stuff, you just need to do it one step at a time so it's not overwhelming to you and the people around you, okay? Also, not swimming your head about your fears of how people are going to react to whatever you're doing in your career. So say like me, and I'm going to just use myself as an example. I don't give in to hostilities in my chat. It's silliness. It's the things we had to deal with growing up from preschool to up until adulthood. Some people can be silly. Some people can be really great to talk with. Even some people are so stressed out and all over the place, and they're like, la, 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 over in my chat. I don't give into any kind of hostilities because, well, we've all been like ornery in our life. Even I have. And I don't think anybody's more or less, you know. I've been a smart ass. I've been silly in other people's chats, but not what I've seen in my chat. But not enough to provoke people. But some people take things a different way. So I just make sure I'm very practical, not letting any fears get in my way when I talk with people in my chat. They're off balance, because they're going through some stuff like everybody else is. And we don't quite know until we sit down, joke around with them to find out what it is. And that's just always how I try to lead in regards to healing people, finding balance with people, and getting through any kind of differences. Because even though we are different, we all come from the same soil. We're all going to go back to it. Might as well enjoy our journey with each other, even if we are different. And I find different people are freaking awesome, even if they're ornery. So, yeah. There's an example. Hello in the chat again. Okay, so whoever is asking for a reading, in order to book a reading, I almost got tongue-tied. Look in the chat. Okay, I pinned on the top. You can go to my website. You can go into also my what was it? District, I can't, I don't know why I can't say it. In the box down below, you'll see a link to my website, okay? Description box, but they ain't got it out. And that's when you're able to book a reading, okay? It's very rare now that I'll be doing readings in my chat, okay? I only do it every once in a while, all right? So, but I try to do personalized readings now, so that way you can get your question done, or there's another option of doing 20 minutes for 3 questions, okay? So check it out on my website. Description box down below or in the chat that's pinned to the top. It'll give you the link, okay? And you're welcome. Hey, Thomas, this channel is about healing people and doing oracle readings. And all walks of life are welcome to this channel, okay? So right now, I am doing pick number 2 to an update on what's going on in your plan, okay? If you want to rewind it, I did pick number 1, okay? All right, so pick number 2, what is the update to the process of your guys' plan? You got Neptune, woman holding a coin, 3rd chakra, Archangel Chamuel, and woman holding a heart. All right, so pick number 2. You're needing a practical plan here because your plans are still germinating because you're still having dreams about it. You're not writing anything down, okay? So you're needing to write in your journal what kind of plans you want to make towards your own stability. That means what you're working on, whether it's if you're wanting to be a business owner or not. Because you need to go through this process of one step at a time, okay? Being practical and how you want to create what it is that you want to do here in your workplace or money or career, okay? And implement those actions, okay? Because if you don't have any actions towards your plans, nothing's going to happen. And you'll be hoping and wishing that you would have done something, and the shoulda, coulda, wouldas are nothing practical for you, okay? Because once you do this, you're going to be very happy emotionally is your outcome. You'll be able to start implementing your beautiful ideas and what it is for your money and career, okay? So right now it's in a slow process because you're still having to, you're still fantasizing, okay? Neptune is all about fantasizing your yearnings, your longings, and trying to weed out any illusion too, okay? So start making the practical steps towards your plans now. Pick number 2, or else you're going to not see your plans come to fruition, okay? Pick number 2. So heads up with that. Now number 10, and it's the final question to the pick a card. And you welcome, Brian. God bless you too. Now number 10 is all about your update to your wish fulfillment. So you can pick from 1, 2, or 3. So 1 to 3. I'm going to set it up so that way we can do it one step at a time. All right, so please give me an update on the process of the viewer's wish fulfillment if they pick number 1 in this reading. Thank you. please give me an update on the process of the progress of the viewer's wish fulfillment if they pick number 2 in this reading. All right, please give me an update on the progress of the viewer's wish fulfillment. They picked number 3 in this reading. All right, viewers, this is about your wish fulfillment and woohoo, Trump! Yeah. So, woohoo, election. I can't wait until the election is over. I don't care who picks who. I just want it to be over. It's making the social media, like the media is making people crazy because there's so much opinion and information flying around. Don't let it make you go crazy, please and thank you. Just make sure to take a break. And I'm not saying anybody's above or below each other with this. It can make any human go bonkers. You know what I'm saying? So big hugs. All right, so if you pick number 1 with your wish fulfillment, here's the progress of it. Victory, storm warning, and the garden and the gate. Woohoo! All right, so your wish fulfillment is getting attention and recognition, that bump up even in your job title. Whatever that is, whether you're a business owner or not, there's a victory here. Excuse me. That's the situation. Your advice here is to pick and choose your battles, okay, while you're going through this situation, all right? Please and thank you. Because if you're the one starting any kind of drama, you're going to have to be the one that cleans it up. So whoever else is causing drama around you while you're getting that attention and the recognition, they're going to be the ones cleaning it up. Woohoo, right? We don't have to be Mr. or Mrs. Clean around here, right? Your outcome here is that you're going to go through 2 more transformations here in your wish fulfillment to get you more out of your comfort zone, which is great. So it's not a bad outcome. So there is your update, pick number 1 about your wish fulfillment, okay? Now, if you pick number 2, this is your wish fulfillment about a romantic relationship, okay? Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to bring this situation together or keep this relationship together. Next one is let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. And last card, true love. This is a romance of a lifetime. Okay. So for pick number 2, it's saying, as your wish fulfillment is, you're in a situation that's unrequited love. So what is unrequited love? Meaning you're longing and loving a person that doesn't have the same feelings for you. And it doesn't make you more or less. You just need to know it so you're not stuck up in there, either wallowing in self-pity or sacrificing yourself, or just being wishful thinking when I'm literally telling you you're in an unrequited love situation. You just need to recognize it so you move past it. How you move past it is let your friends help you, okay? You have support around you. You're just needing to talk with them, let them know the situation, and let them help you, okay, through it. It's okay to have that support. We all go through unrequited love at least once in our life to understand and experience how to navigate through it, okay? Because your outcome is that there is going to be someone here that's going to love you for you, that is not going to have any hesitation or fear to want to start a romantic partnership with you, okay? Without any hesitation or fear, okay? And they're going to be the one that's going to come in, want to getting to know you, set up time with you, and be balanced with you and getting to know you. And I'm not talking about someone who rushes in and rushes out, because that's too fast. Someone who's actually practical with you, okay? This is in your outcome. There'll be someone better that is wanting to spend their life with you, okay? So that is for pick number 2 in your wish fulfillment. Pick number 3, and this is in regards to all areas of your life that you're like, hey, if I'm going to have my wish fulfillment, I'm going to throw the dice and we're going to do it all. And if that's the case, I don't blame you. All right, so pick number 3 in all areas of your life in your wish fulfillment. You've got hostilities. You got the temple path. And you got angel of love. All right. So what kind of progress is going on in your wish fulfillment? You may have people around you that want to cause drama and stuff, but your advice is to rise above and not get stuck into gossip, going into defensive energy of who you are, because they're going to be people that are going to come in that you can have deep connections with, okay? These are going to be people that support you, love you for you, that you don't have to compromise yourself in order to fit in, okay? I'm going to clarify some more of the temple path, because you're needing to use your spirituality, because you're going to go through an evolution while you go through your this wish fulfillment, okay? Clarify the temple path. Healer of the ages and action. So I'm talking to some kind of healer, some kind of influencer online, something you do in the medical. So you're just needing to not give into any of those hostilities, okay? Whatever kind of healer you are, pick number 3, okay? Because that's what came up. You're going to be going through an evolution here and how you take action towards any of the hostilities around you. Because you're going to come with a stance of grace, okay? And you're going to understand how to pick and choose your battles, because you know what? Some of us fight with each other over nonsense in order to see how we can trigger each other. And some people see that you're not easily triggered. It's like you're boring to them. It's like you're boring to them. Okay? And that I need to let that influencer, that healer know for pick number 3, because it's funny because they'll move on so quickly until they find somebody else they can get a reaction from. And I know that for a fact, that I've seen a lot of tarot readers get so triggered easily if someone called like them out on their looks or anything like that. And that's okay if they want to react to people that are poking at them, you know. But you are going through an evolution so that it doesn't bother you or drain you, okay? And if I'm talking to any of those tarot readers that watch me and you pick number 3, don't let stupid people get the best of you, because they're only being stupid just to see how you react to them poking and prodding at you. And they They don't have that kind of power. Really, they don't. Because, if you are taking full responsibility in how you react, you can glide right through their silliness so quickly. Oh, people in my chats. I think anybody who has basic knowledge of psychology. I've done a lot of different research in order to know that I didn't want to become a psychologist because it has a lot of limitations, and they've revised their psychology books too many times that I'm surprised, and yet some are very confused about the remastering of their psychology books. A lot of these psychologists get confused in certain diagnoses because they revise certain diagnoses so many times. I mean, really look at it, really do the research, become the seeker of why psychologists either go in and out of their profession. Some of them quit because they have so many limitations. And I don't think a psychologist is more or less. They have a gift in a different way. I've talked to different psychologists and counselors, psychotherapists and stuff to gain more knowledge of if whether or not I wanted to go to schooling and stuff in their field. And they have to have specific guidelines and stuff for what they do, and rightly so, because they're having to deal with psychotropic drugs, meaning antipsychotics, anxiety meds, depression meds. And I find that there's a reason why they have to have all those medications, because if they were performing what they performed in the 18th to 19th to 1700s, people people weren't treated so well around those times. They were locked up in cages, they were tortured in different ways. I mean, look through the history of why they don't use those kind of devices and stuff on people, but they use medication instead. And then you'll understand why things have changed so much. And yeah, it's really sad how diagnosing and all that stuff can really mess with a person that doesn't need medication like that, and what it does when people do need that medication, they're still getting over medicated too. So yeah, I've done some research and talked to psychologists, counselors, psychotherapists enough to know that I respect what they do, but I will not be limited by going and getting a degree about what they do. I don't want to become a psychologist. It's just too much. And then having to deal with their politics and stuff. Psychiatrists are not very nice to each other, too. Just like if you're talking to the people that are running, your schools and stuff, their politics are not nice either. So you got to pick and choose if you ever want to become a psychiatrist, psychologist, whatever you want to call it, that you just need to research it and actually talk to these people that have their degrees in what they do and see how happy they are doing them. Some of them are happy and a lot of them aren't happy to do their job. So yeah, that was a question from somebody in the chat that asked me, Nico, do you have basic knowledge of psychology? So I was answering that person. Danielle said, third year as a psych major, very hard major, learned so much. Danielle said, also, we are in a mental health crisis, understaffed, patients being neglected, and I'm becoming a licensed clinical social worker. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that as well. And you're going to find out that you have to love the hell out of your job because there's only so much you can do for the patient, and they don't have the policies in there to do any more. And you're going to be having a huge case overload because it's not going to be like 10 or 15 people. It's going to be in the hundreds per case manager now. And it's something I found out that's been going on in Arizona and every single state too. Because I had a family member go through a crisis too, and I asked the case manager, how many caseloads and that, and there's only so much they can tell you. Because I asked her, is there a way, like what? I asked her if you could tell me what kind of policy that would help your guys' situation. Can you tell that to me now? Because I'm actually curious. She goes, I can't talk about that. I said, oh, is it because if you do and it gets back, you might lose your job? She goes, I can only focus on the person at hand, but not talk about our policies and stuff unless it pertains to the person we're talking about. And I was like, whoa. So it sounds like to me, you're going to be dealing with those kind of policies that there's lack thereof or not even fully giving to the client too, if you're dealing with crisis clients as well. Danielle. I'm not taking red pill, blue pill, or any of that. Okay. Some people believe that this life is a matrix. You can believe that if you want to. I'm focusing on what I need to focus on as a healer, and that is helping people when they ask me questions in my life, when I have it open for that. And I do these kind of questions for the collective as well. And I also help in my community as well with people who are having different kinds of crisis too. I even volunteer my time with different churches and stuff like that. Um, but ever since the COVID happened, they're very limited in who can come in and who can go out. They've been going through transitions because I know with the salvation, they were going through a huge transition because they were not liking who was, excuse me, who was directing our salvation here in Ohio. I don't know if it was corruption or that, I can't assume, but they did a huge turnover where they're starting fresh now and volunteers are very slim here. So luckily they have certain people from their church too. But that's what Danielle Lucy, you're not licensed to give medical advice, and some who needs, I try. Yeah. But a lot of people are getting misdiagnosed and getting given psychotropic drugs when, and I get why they do it to calm the person down, but in the end, they've been using psychotropic drugs even to help people go to sleep when it's not even used for sleep. That is the side effect. They try to do that to one of my family members, and I told him that that is really messed up to do, is to give somebody a psychotropic med for as a sleep aid when that is the side effect. And they didn't say a damn thing. Luckily, that family member eventually got off of it. But it resulted in that family member of getting like ulcers, stomach bleeding, and they had to be rushed to the hospital and get treated and get that psychotropic drug will end up getting pulled out of their system because it nearly killed them. And it's scary for that person to have to go through that, you know? I am from the USA. There's some people that know how to do their job damn good, and then there's some that have to do the bare minimum because it's very hard for them to see somebody very overwhelmed by their anxiety and their fear. So this is why they hand out psychotropic drugs, like it's like vitamins. It especially goes on in Arizona. I don't know so much here in Ohio because I don't have family here in Ohio that are having any mental issues and that. But I have some family in Arizona that deal with anxiety and worry and PTSD. So I get to hear what goes on in their mental centers there in Arizona. This is why I say, this is a really good time to really get connected to your own spiritual process, whatever that is. So that way, the mental pandemic, that's going on won't throw you off balance. Okay. You have every right to take a break from what you're doing. You have every right to have a self care regimen. And there needs to be more self care regimen implemented in these mental centers and also programs so that way it could be teaching our communities how to take care of yourself in such a different way and make it more of a priority instead of the last thing to do. Because we're all conditioned in our own communities and our families that some of us weren't taught what self-care regimens were at all. And some of us were taught that's the last thing you do. You get everything else done and then you deal with what's going on with inside you last. And that needs to change, and I'm sure all of you understand that. I'm just saying it because, well, we're on YouTube and I'm going to use this platform to get through to, people that need to hear this, whether it be a congressman or woman, that we need, if we have all these activity centers, we need to put in these activity centers programs to help people get re-educated or give them some stability, a program with giving them stability on how to do self-care regimen so that way they start feeling better in the mind and the body. Because I'm sure as hell think that a lot of people want more towards that than other taxpayer money going towards things that are not even helping the very people that try to work and try to thrive in this life, in the US and around us. Yeah, I can see you. There's a lot of shamans that think things are better without medication. I just think that's just a medication can be a big band-aid over a big problem. I think there is a right to all different kinds of treatment. And I feel like any human being should understand that what their options are instead of getting very little options. And that's another issue is that a lot of people don't want just a medication just to numb them up or give them all these side effects and only help them temporarily. They want long lasting solutions. And we should have at least a huge ass building to give those people options and sit down with somebody first to understand what those options are instead of just throwing pills at them. So there can be more solutions as long as we have the right people involved and hopefully the right administration involved in our US federal government that can initiate, along with doctors and non-doctors, because non-doctors also know solutions too, as much as real doctors as well. They just know more of the side of spirituality and practicality in such a different way, and implementing different solutions that won't drug up a patient. Okay. And we need a group that's able to work well with each other, that are diverse and different. I'm sure there is doctors that deal with medication and non-doctors that do holistic medicine. Yeah. It's just our federal government, are all the people that want to work with each other able to stand a new challenge now. Because if we want things to change, we have to all start doing it, in our own practical way. And it has to be one step at a time, because if we try to do it fast, it's going to be overwhelming, very stressful. All right. So number 10 was done. And it was awesome talking with you guys. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. When I get done with the questions, I usually give you guys an update on what's going on with me as well. I got caught up with you guys talking and stuff. I greatly appreciate it. And whoever's watching this, and if you haven't checked out the chat, I'm reading the chat right now just to understand what's going on. Yeah, the COVID thing was not the same for everybody. I didn't do the COVID shot, and this is why. I have Hashimoto's disease. That shot, that COVID thing would have killed me and my daughter, because we both have Hashimoto's disease. Because with having an autoimmune disease, and then on top of it, having type 2 diabetes would have not been good for us at all. Now, what do I think about when people do the COVID shot? It's their choice, and everybody should have a choice to know what they're putting in out of their body. And so I was glad that I made the choice not to do the COVID shot. And I don't think anybody's more or less if they land up doing the COVID shot. It's their choice. Thank you, Danielle. And thank you, Lizzie. Lizzie. We're back. I got 28% on my battery, okay? Just letting you guys know. Danielle wrote, so I did the COVID shot, and I will tell you that there are a lot of side effects that come with it. And there are a lot of healthy conditions I have now, including skin conditions, but I did not have before. Well, I'm glad you got lucky because I've had friends and some family that have taste taste issues and also breathing issues. But it affects people differently, and I didn't want to take a shot. Me and my daughter did vaccinations when we were little. As for keeping up with flu and all that stuff, no, we don't keep up with the vaccinations because I already know what it does to me and her body. We have side effects. And who wants to deal with side effects? Okay? Because with people like me, I'm very highly sensitive to medications. Okay? I had to go through 18 different diabetic shots just to find out the one I have works for me, because 18 different diabetic insulin shots. And even Ozempic, I had friggin' side effects. Do you know you're taking a huge ass chance? And I don't recommend this for anybody to do Ozempic. You can get gastroparesis. You know what gastroparesis is? It's when your stomach shuts down. It doesn't work until it feels like it can work. And that's the hugest side effect that you can have with Ozempic. People wanting to get skinny and all that stuff, not worth it. I'll end up having the worst side effect with Ozempic. That it was like having my whole head, okay, headaches, teeth aches. Every single time I ate or drank something, it was so dang painful. I couldn't even withstand that for a week taking that. And I got off as quickly as possible because that is the worst thing you can do. And I found out it was the rare side effects I was having and stuff. So if you want the quick fix of losing weight, you better hope you don't get gastroparesis from freaking Ozempic, because there's a class action lawsuit against people that when people take Ozempic, because they were getting gastrointestinal issues and gastroparesis. So yeah. And I have a feeling certain people are going to watch this, and I hope you have an eye-awakener, because that's what's going down. There's a class action lawsuit against Ozempic. Not worth it. And the only reason why I found out I was able to finally take it's called Novolon R FlexPen. That's the insulin I'm supposed to take, because Hashimoto's disease, it is it's when your immune system attacks your thyroid. It's genetic and environmental disease. With me, it's more genetic, and it came from my mother, and I passed it on to my daughter, and my mom passed it on to me genetically. And then what happened was it ended up going untreated for a good gap in my life. And it started messing with my diabetes, my insulin, where I started getting diabetic gastroparesis. And now that I take insulin, now my stomach works normally. Okay? And I have to do that for the rest of my life. So I know if you're so dang worried about your weight, take it from me, don't worry about it. I don't think you want to live with your stomach not working. You're going to be more worried about if it's working or not, or you losing the weight. If you would know what people with gastroparesis deals with, once they keep on losing the weight, it's horrible. They shrink to bones. They're trying to live with trying to get nutrition in their life, and you want to look skinny? It's not worth it. And you are going to have to worry about that for the rest of your life. It's not worth losing a couple of pounds over. And then these stupid celebrities advocating for Ozempic. They never went through the harsh side effects like me. And if some of them don't even recognize that they're going through the side effects, they're not going to tell anybody around them. They'll keep it to themselves. You think they're going to advocate for Ozempic and then have these side effects and reverse that? No, they're not. So all I'm saying is don't give into a medication that's going to make you lose weight, and watch, you stop taking that Ozempic, you're going to gain it right back. Promise you, is you're going to gain it right back. I've talked to my bank teller that went through Ozempic, and she goes, oh, I got to take it again because I regained the 25 pounds that I lost from it. None of that is worth it. Regular diet and exercise, being happy that you're at least alive and breathing and you're trying your best to lose weight, that's what matters. Not this quick lose a diet. It's almost like a diet pill, but you're literally injecting it in your stomach. It's not worth it. So I was very glad when I found out that Ozempic didn't work for me, and I landed moving on to the next one. 18 insulin shots and non-insulin shots I had to go through in order to finally find Novolon R Flexmin, and that's what worked for me. And I'm on 70 units per meal each day because I'm a rare case where I have to take high doses of insulin shots because I went through ketoacidosis and being septic in July, almost dying, but it landed up working out. And I'm here to tell you, you can do things different. And that's one of my updates. I'm able to exercise again. I'm able to do yoga again. I'm able to do readings and being happy in my life than having to go through that struggle. But yeah, I had to go through so many different struggles just to get where I'm at. And I'm losing weight one step at a time, naturally, because my whole system couldn't handle the kind of medication they put out there in order to lose weight. And some of these insulin shots that were just too much on my system. So yeah, that's one of my updates. And so the next update is I've been hanging out with my daughter and we've been playing Spore. Hold on, I'll get it so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Spore. This is a great game that you should get if you have a kid or you're just wanting to know what it is. It's fun. It's a very older game, but it's definitely worth it because you get to see evolution phases of whatever kind of spore you want to create. I'd say go look at it, see if it's right for you and your kid, and get them to understand evolution in such a different way, okay? This is also getting you and your kid to spend time, understand where their mind is about creation and life in such a different way. And this is a good time, especially around November and December, because it gets cold and you want to do activities with your kids. Try out Spore. I give it a 10 out of 10. It's so fun. Right now, we're on the spaceship towards the end of it because we got to deal with the organism and cell first. Then we had to deal with the tribal stage, and then it was also the civilization stage, and now we're on the spaceship stage, so that looks really cool. I told my daughter to take fully over because she's like, oh, I so want to do the spaceship one and da-da-da-da. My daughter's 14. She just began the whole freshman phase. Now, do you remember how crazy freshman time was? When I was a freshman, people thought I was a sophomore or junior. I didn't get hazed at all. And part of my daughter's stage is that she does at-home schooling, but she is fully engaged into activities, clubs, and stuff like that, even though she's homeschooled. She does K through 12, Ohio Virtual Academy. I recommend that to anybody, especially when there has been incidents and events that have been happening in regards to school shootings and stuff like that. Ohio Virtual Academy, we don't have to worry about any of that stuff. There's regular communication with your schools and life coach classes and homeroom teachers and just teachers in general. It's easy to be in contact with them about anything. They make it so easy being flexible with your kid and your time, okay? And your kid is able to be a kid, a teenager, going into adult stage, you know? So I really recommend them. Is the Ohio Virtual Academy, which will be different in different states. So if you are from like Mississippi, it would be Mississippi Virtual Academy, or Las Vegas Virtual Academy. You get what I mean? Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Maz or Mars. Yeah, freshman year was like 2000, was it 2003, 2004 for me. I liked my senior and junior stage a lot better, more my senior stage, because I got to do more and testing out, going to a different, I transferred from one school to the other in order to test out from high school early. I was totally like so many different kind of styles. I was skater, goth, um, just anything I felt like wanting to dress. I fit in with everybody. I went from group to group, making friends with different people. Especially doing hacky sack to art, doing tattoo booths in high school, and going to choir concerts, doing choir. I had people wanting me to do drama. I didn't go there. I just would get freaked out trying to be in front of everybody. And that ended up changing in life, you know. Sometimes you got to bite the bullet and just go, ta da, this is me, everybody. And how's everybody else doing, you know? So, yeah, it was really nice to be able to do that diversity where I was at. And that was in Arizona. So, any more update on me? Well, after doing the spores and stuff, I'm going to be spending some me time and trying not to. I'm getting a little bit sad, just a little bit sad that things are getting cold. Okay. I got a garden and it's developing late and it's getting cold, and I'm hopefully this freeze won't be so bad on them, because we've been having freezes every once in a while. And luckily they're like, we're trucking through. So no kind of plant was it corruption with the freeze lately, because I think winter's going to come early. Here in Ohio, just a little tear, but I'm hoping it won't get so bad with the weather that we'll be able to go out and maybe go sledding or something like that. So yeah, this weekend will be good. I wish you guys all a really great weekend, or whenever you watch this. And it's like over the 2-hour mark, so I think it's time to go. And I don't want my battery to die just yet because it's at 16%. So thank you guys again for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And give me 5-10 minutes after this live, and I'll give you guys some timestamps down below and any other information in order to book an oracle reading with me, okay? Okay, I'm going to close it out with the mantra. Esitoma sadgamaya Dhammasoma Jyotigamaya Rityurman Ritangamaya Shanti Shanti Shanti. Guys, have a really good night or good morning wherever you're at. And I'll be on next week, okay? So don't forget to subscribe, and you guys can join me for another live, okay? Bye.